In the abyss, a single ring emerges, its form wreathed in shadow yet ablaze with inner light. Elvish script dances across its surface as a voice echoes from the void. One ring to rule them all. The voice continues with a haunting promise. One ring to find them. The words culminate in a chilling prophecy. One ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them. Mount Doom erupts in volcanic fury, its molten rivers painting the cavern in hellish light. Before the fiery chasm, the Dark Lord Sauron looms, a master of shadows and flame. With calculated precision, Sauron pours a fraction of his essence into the waiting mold, binding his fate to the fiery depths. The inscription flares with life, sparks dancing in the intense heat. As Sauron's power takes form, the battlefield sprawls, a canvas of clashing steel and desperate struggles, where elves and men stand united against the shadow of Sauron. Amidst the chaos, King Isildur advances, his expression a mask of grim resolve as he confronts the looming darkness of Sauron. In a final, desperate act, Isildur brings down Narsil upon Sauron's hand, severing the One Ring and unleashing its malevolent power. Sauron's colossal form collapses, a lifeless husk, yet his dark essence lingers, flowing into the ring, promising a return from the shadows. Isildur leads his army along the banks of the river Anduin, unaware of the lurking danger. A horde of orcs bursts from the surrounding woods, unleashing chaos upon Isildur's unsuspecting army. Amidst the fierce battle, Isildur valiantly wields Narsil, but the ring's power overwhelms him. Betrayed by the ring's dark influence, Isildur stumbles, leaving him vulnerable to a fatal blow. The ring slips from Isildur's grasp, sinking into the murky depths of the river Anduin, lost to the world. In the cold, damp cave, water relentlessly drips down the walls, each drop echoing through the gloom. Gollum, a creature twisted by time and obsession, lurks in the shadows, a haunting figure of despair. His bony fingers clutch the One Ring tightly, a desperate grip on his only desire. His eyes glow with an unholy light, reflecting centuries of longing and madness. In a raspy whisper, he utters the words that define his existence. My precious. The ring pulses with a dark energy, its allure binding Gollum ever closer to his tormented fate. The ring abandons its master, falling silently onto the riverbank. Unassuming, Bilbo Baggins notices a glimmer near the water's edge. Drawn by an unknown allure, Bilbo cautiously approaches. Bilbo picks up the ring. He turns it over in his hand, captivated by its simple beauty. Unbeknownst to him, Bilbo holds destiny itself. The round doorway of Bag End welcomes guests into a world of warmth and festivity. Inside, the cozy interior of Bag End buzzes with life as Bilbo celebrates his 11th birthday. Laughter and cheer fill the air, a symphony of joy echoing through the hobbit hole. Suddenly, a hush falls over the room as Gandalf enters, his presence commanding attention. Gandalf's grave expression meets Bilbo's eyes, a silent understanding passing between them. Gandalf breaks the silence, his voice resonating with urgency. Bilbo, we need to talk. It is time. In the warm glow of Bag End, Frodo holds the One Ring, its smooth surface reflecting the dancing firelight. Gandalf's grave voice fills the room. This is no mere trinket, Frodo. It is the One Ring, forged in the fires of Mount Doom by the Dark Lord Sauron. Gandalf continues, his tone heavy with warning. It holds immense power, power that corrupts all who wield it. Sauron seeks to reclaim it, to plunge Middle-earth into darkness. Gandalf's voice resonates with urgency. You must take the ring, Frodo. You must take it to Mount Doom, the only place where it can be destroyed. This is a perilous quest, Frodo, fraught with danger. But it is the only hope for Middle-earth. In the heart of Rivendell, the Council of Elrond convenes, a circle of destinies intertwined. Frodo stands at the center, an unassuming figure burdened by the weight of the ring. The Fellowship gathers around Frodo, a tapestry of courage and loyalty woven from different worlds. Merry and Pippin stand shoulder to shoulder, their youthful faces a stark contrast to the grave atmosphere. Aragorn stands tall, his weathered face etched with determination, a king in exile ready to rise. Legolas and Gimli, an unlikely alliance forged in the fires of destiny, stand ready to defend their fellowship. The fellowship pushes onward through the Kardraz mountain pass, their figures small against the immensity of the snow-covered peaks. A blizzard descends, its icy breath obscuring the path ahead and turning the world into a swirl of white. Blinded and battered by the storm, the fellowship falters, their steps unsure as the mountain's fury intensifies. Against the impossible odds, they reluctantly concede, the mountain's wrath proving too powerful to overcome. Defeated, they turn back, their journey halted by the unforgiving force of nature. Deep within the mines of Moria, the fellowship advances cautiously, their lamps casting eerie shadows on the damp stone walls. A sudden eruption of guttural snarls shatters the silence as a horde of orcs descends upon the fellowship. A fierce battle ignites, steel clashing against steel as the fellowship fights back against the orcish onslaught. Just as the fellowship gains ground, a monstrous Balrog emerges from the shadows, wreathed in flames, a vision of pure terror. The fellowship staggers back in horror, their faces illuminated by the Balrog's fiery presence, a sense of dread washing over them. The Balrog roars, its fiery presence dominating the cavern, the fellowship paralyzed by the sheer magnitude of the ancient evil. Upon the bridge of Khazad-dûm, a narrow path over an endless abyss, Gandalf stands, staff glowing. Before him, the Balrog appears, a towering demon engulfed in flame. Gandalf declares with unwavering resolve, "You shall not pass." Gandalf slams his staff onto the bridge, unleashing a blinding flash. The bridge cracks violently, the stone giving way under the immense power. Darkness claims them as Gandalf, and the Balrog plummet into the abyss. A palpable tension cuts through the air as the fellowship teeters on the brink of collapse. Boromir's desperation peaks as he lunges for the ring, his features contorted with intense desire. Frodo, seized by sudden fear, instinctively places the ring on his finger, vanishing into thin air. The clash of steel erupts as Boromir, now remorseful, throws himself into battle to protect Merry and Pippin. Against the savage onslaught of orcs, Boromir fights with newfound valor, seeking redemption in the heat of battle. Across the harsh landscape of Emyn Muil, Frodo and Sam struggle onwards, their weary steps echoing through the desolate expanse. Towering peaks shrouded in mist watch silently as the hobbits venture deeper into the heart of shadow and despair. Unseen, Gollum lurks behind the rocks, his eyes gleaming with a predatory hunger as he stalks his unsuspecting prey. In the dim light of the Emyn Muil, obsession fuels Gollum's relentless pursuit, his every step a silent promise of inevitable confrontation. The dead marshes unfold, a desolate realm where mist clings to stagnant water and skeletal trees claw at the sky. Frodo, Sam, and Gollum venture cautiously into the mire, their expressions etched with grim determination. Beneath the murky surface, spectral figures writhe, their ethereal forms trapped in a haunting dance between worlds. Each step deeper into the marshes plunges them further into a world of spectral visions and haunting stillness. The ascent begins as Frodo, Sam, and Gollum start their arduous climb up the treacherous stairs of Cirith Ungol. Jagged rocks tear at their feet, each step a painful reminder of the grim path ahead. Gollum leads with unsettling eagerness, his eyes gleaming with a dark anticipation. The air thins, each breath a battle as Mordor's gate looms ever closer. Frodo's face reflects grim determination amidst the harsh, unforgiving landscape. The stairs wind endlessly upward, a path of torment leading into the heart of darkness. In the lair's suffocating darkness, Frodo and Sam venture deeper. A monstrous spider descends. Sam shouts, "Frodo, look out." With a cry of defiance, Sam leaps before Frodo, brandishing Sting, and shouts, "Get away from him, you filth!" In a desperate battle, Sam plunges Sting into Shelob's underbelly. Shelob retreats, hissing. Sam kneels beside the unconscious Frodo and asks, Frodo? Frodo? Are you all right? On the edge of the plains of Gorgoroth, Frodo and Sam confront a desolate expanse under a sky choked with smoke. Before them, a wasteland unfolds, a grim path leading to the foreboding silhouette of Mount Doom, where tremors run through the ground. The air hangs heavy, thick with the stench of smoke, obscuring the already bleak vista. The earth beneath them trembles, a subtle yet ominous reminder of the evil that looms ahead. At the cracks of doom, Frodo stands, the fiery depths mirroring the turmoil within. The ring's power surges, clouding Frodo's eyes with an unearthly light. His face hardens with a chilling resolve, a sinister transformation taking root. A declaration of possession echoes through the chamber. The ring is mine. The ring pulses with dark energy, claiming Frodo completely as its own. Driven by madness, Gollum lunges, a grotesque figure seizing Frodo in a desperate struggle. In a moment of savage triumph, Gollum bites off Frodo's finger, the ring now his. A heartbeat of wicked glee consumes Gollum as he dances with his prize. The dance turns to disaster as Gollum loses balance, the fiery depths awaiting. Gollum plummets backward, the ring clutched tightly as he descends into molten lava. The ring, the object of so much desire and despair, vanishes into the fiery abyss with Gollum. Mount Doom erupts in a cataclysmic explosion, rivers of lava cascading down its slopes. In the fiery depths, Gollum plunges into the molten lava, the ring of power clutched tightly in his grasp. A blinding light erupts, signaling the final destruction of Sauron and the end of an age. Frodo and Sam stand on a nearby ledge, their faces etched with shock and profound relief as they witness the spectacle. In the tranquil Shire, the Fellowship gathers atop a gentle hill. The first rays of sunrise bathe Middle-earth in a golden glow, signaling the start of a fateful day. The land awakens, stirring with the promise of a journey fraught with peril and hope. Frodo's journey reminds us that absolute power corrupts absolutely. The narrator's voice resonates, echoing through the serene morning. True strength lies in friendship, courage, and sacrifice. Their fellowship stands as a beacon of hope, ready to face the shadows that lie ahead.